Today we are discussing about the topic what is social group work and introduction and what are its processes, which are the various stages in social group work. We all know about social group work is a primary method of social work. It's about social work practice. We all know there are 6 methods of social work: social case work, or working with individuals; social group work, working with groups; community organization, working with communities; social action, working with mass people; social work administration; and social work research. These are the 6 methods of social work. Here I will give more importance to the social group work practice, because social group work is a very effective method of social work, one of the very effective method of social work. And we all know the social work methods are going through various stages to change the individual, group or community. And this process includes intake. That means the members are coming together, especially in a group setting, and in an agency setting, or in a community setting. Members are coming together, and the group worker will study the group as a whole, the individual members of a group, and there is some objectives which should be formed for a group work setting. And especially in part of this, there are so many objectives to fulfill or to accomplish, and there are some goals the group will attain at last. Goal setting is another stage. There are so many intervention strategies, especially in the modern era. We can use various psychotherapies, various type of therapies to change the individual, especially in the treatment type of group. And last stage is evaluation, and these are the some stages of social group work practice. In social case work, we can say intake, study, diagnosis, treatment, evaluation, follow-up, termination. These are the stages of social case work. In community organization, there is also a stage, the relationship building with the community. In all the methods of social work, we can see the various stages. We can go through the various stages, and we ultimately will attain some objectives, especially for the benefit of the individual or group or community. And in this video, I will discuss about the various stages, various group work processes, which will include intake, study, objectives, goal setting, the intervention strategies, and the evaluation. These are the important steps in social group work practice. In intake, members are selected. That means selected by themselves, or selected by the group worker according to the benefits. That means according to the merits they will gain from the group effort. That means in intake phase, members are coming together for a group work practice. Members will attract by group members, especially. But in study phase, in this phase, group worker conduct a detailed study about the advantages and disadvantages of the group members, especially the group, the problems and the merits and demerits of the group members, especially in a formal way or informal way. Especially all the group members are detailedly studied by the group worker. In objectives phase, especially we will get a clear idea about the how the group must function, and for the purpose of the evaluation and the guidance. That means how the group will function in the immediate surroundings. Especially this is the setting objectives, how the group which are the activities should be performed by the group itself for a short period of time. That is especially in the objective stage, setting objective stage. In goal setting, we all know about that the group members will know about the goal, how the goal is attained through different types of activities. In this stage, the responsibilities will assign for the group members, and the group members are executed that responsibility for the attainment of the goal. And another stage is intervention strategies. There are so many intervention strategies are used to develop the group or change the group members, especially in the field of treatment group. So the strategies, the various kinds of strategies which are used to intervene the functionality of the group and the members of the group. So, and the last part of the group work process, evaluation phase. In evaluation phase, we can evaluate the group performance in a periodical manner, or to evaluate about the what are the levels of achievement of the group members, especially the achievement of the group itself and the group members itself will be evaluated by the group worker in that stage. These are the different stages of social group work practice, which will we are going to and field, especially in the agency field work or community field work. We form a group, we should go through these stages. We come into the detail phase, that is the intake phase. During intake, the group members are presenting their concerns and needs. Especially group members are coming together, they will say about the concerns and needs of the members, and if the members are don't tell anything about the concerns and needs, a group worker should identify the needs and concerns of the members. Especially an agreement in intake phase, an agreement is often formulated between the members of the group and the group worker about the group goals. And this stage may also be referred to as the contract stage, especially as a leader and the members make commitment to pursue the situation to the next step. Okay, this is the exact thing about the group work process in intake stage. We should we will say it as the stage of contract. And in the study phase, that means we all know about the fact finding or gathering the facts or information about the group members. And it is intake, the stage of intake and study are going together, and it includes so many facts, so many informations about the we are collecting, especially as a group worker we are collecting so many facts about the individual members of the group, especially all the individual members are detailedly studied by the group worker in this phase. Here we can use the principle of continuous individualization, especially each individual is unique as his or her thumbprint, especially as that is each individual is unique to the group worker, and each group is also the unique to the group worker. So we should study the group members as detail. The fact finding in social group work. The information gathering in social group work is done by the means of various means. We can use observation method and listening method, uh, occasional individual contact with the group members, especially family visit, home visit, especially family visits are very helpful for knowing the economic and social influences of the neighborhood and workplace. That means the relationship between the family members and the group member. uh, Also we can use various means methods to collect the information about the each individual. Fact finding in social group work therefore relates to the understanding. We can understand the individual, uh, his role and relationship in the group, and the kind of impact of the group has on individual, that individual's impact on the group, to the whole group atmosphere, their interpersonal relationship between the members and the outside of the group, and his or her social and economic environment. This we should know about all these things. Without this knowledge, group work cannot be effective. We can use the various tools for fact finding. We should know, we should have the basic knowledge of individual, and what are the dynamics. Already we have talked about the group dynamics in the previous classes, group dynamic behavior, and we can use the tool of listening, active listening to the group members. We can use the tool of the keen observation of each group members. We can use the consultation and help from outside. We can use the home visit to know about the interpersonal relationship with the family members and family relatives. We can use the home visit as a tool. Occasional individual contact. Empathy, we can use the empathetic understanding. These are the tools for fact finding. So we all know about in fact finding phase, study phase, we all know we should know about the each individuals and his characteristics, each individual's problems, needs, and its environment. These are the things we should study. And in the third phase, objectives. When our objectives are very clear, we are especially what kind of the service or what kind of the problem that the agency should provide. We should consider the agency's atmosphere. For example, especially this is a important thing. This is an important stage of a group or practice. Just a minute. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇരിക്കാൻ ശേഷം പിന്നെ ഞാൻ ഒരിക്കലേക്ക് മാത്രം ഞാൻ 7:25 ആകുമ്പോൾ വിളിക്കാം. Okay, we will continue the session. Sorry for the interruption. In the objective stage, we should uh, understand the agency's nature, agency's objectives, agency's programs and policies, and it will affect the program as a whole. Naturally, the purpose of the agency will affect the objectives of the group work. Especially, they help us to know what type of program is most important to us. So our objectives is very should be very clear. Very clear, and what kind of service is providing by the agency. It is according to the agency's objectives, and it is equally difficult to develop the satisfactory relationship between the agency and constituency unless there is clarity in objectives. And the objectives, setting objectives will help us to an essential guidepost what kind of leadership we need to do a social group work. This is very important. This is very important, especially what kind of leadership is suitable to the group work practice. It is according to our objectives. That means it will help the agency also. What type of skills are needed in social group work practice, and what type of skills are available in the agency and outside agency. Especially our statement of objectives also affect the positive. It will positively or negatively affect the process of financing. Especially for the social group work practice, we should have the finance, cash, and it providing plant and equipment. Especially that type of equipments are should be provided by the social group work agency. Especially all the operative matters are according to the objectives of the social group work practice. Especially agency's purpose is very important. That's why I said agency's purpose is very important. It is a chief motivating factor. And last point is especially evaluation. The evaluation phase objectives should be very clear. The evaluation phase resolve or it will affect the purpose of the group work practice. Especially an agency faces a question of evaluation. That means what are the purpose. It should be very clear. Especially the purpose or objectives should be very clear, and that is very important for an individual in a group work setting, especially individual members. It will conserve the group energy. Especially it can be effectively mobilized and focused by the group worker, especially in a clear group work objective, and what type of priorities we needed, what type of programs can be measured, what type of public support will be sustained. Especially all the factors, all the stated factors are positively or negatively affected by the social group work objectives. And objectives, what all the means, what you mean by this objectives, the term objectives. These are the tasks. Especially these are the tasks, different tasks to achieve the goal. Especially our aim is to attain something, and aim the uh, we should attain our aim or goal through these various tasks. Especially objectives are short term goals, so our objectives should be achievable. That is very important. In every group or practice, we should formulate an objective that can be achievable. And these objectives, in terms of objectives, we can say it can change from the beginning. Our aim, individual aim and group aim are very different. Especially we have some synergy about the individual aim and group aim. Especially these objectives, as the group work process, these objectives can change. We should know about the goal, so we should know about the objectives. So it's good to have an aim. That means a clear goal that keep you going in the same direction. Though you should you should go in a same direction to achieve your goal. And group work objectives should be more precise and more defined. So more and more precise, your objectives is more and more precise, more defined, we can easily achieve our aim. And also about the objectives, one more point. Once you have set your objectives, you can record your progress. Especially or each stages we have different programs, different activities, different tasks. We can record our progress. So it is very easy to evaluate a process. If we have some defined objectives. So if we have a joint consultation with other agencies, if we have some objectives, it will help you. Clearly written down objectives, it will help you. You know especially which objectives you share and which ones cannot be fulfilled in this group. We can say something about that. This is very important thing. And it is not usually possible to reach all the objectives at once. So we should give priority to each objectives, and we will try to reach in other areas of your life in the later. These are the in general we can say objectives are the different tasks to achieve our goal. And next is goal setting. When the group work is started, especially in the first few meetings, groups will discuss some about the goal, and here the group worker discusses the purposes of the group and the process of goal formulation. And this is a beginning of the goal formulation. Goals continue to be defined and modified, especially members, what kind of members are there in the group, it will affect the goals. As we all know, a goal is an end. Especially all the people, all the individual members of the group work practice, involved in the group work practice, are working for a goal attainment. That means it is a desired achievement. Especially it is very important phase also. Setting goal is the first step in the measuring of the effectiveness. The goal is set. The task necessary to accomplish the goal must be determined next. Especially once the goal is set, which are the tasks are carried out to achieve the goal, and what are the responsibilities uh, for carrying out the task are assigned to the group members, and the deadlines for completing the task must be set. This is very important thing. This is occurred only when we set a goal, clear stated goal. As the process goes, the extent to which deadline have been met and task achieved must be evaluated. We set a deadline for the accomplishing a task or accomplishing an objective, and it will be evaluated by the group worker. The final measurement is whether the group has achieved the goal or not. So an effective group, a successful group is one has the considerable success in achieving their goal. Here the group members are very much motivated to achieve the group goal. Especially their involvement is very important. Through the involvement, members will be more likely to have their personal goals become a component of group goal. Their individual goal and group goal is almost same. They are more aware about the importance of the group goal and individual goal. They are more committed. Especially each individual member is a resource. So they are using their resources to achieve the group goal. We can see the synergy of individual goal and group goal. So synergy, that means as a group you will come up with a better response. Especially individuals, we can say about the synergy. We will know about the synergy of the group members to achieve their individual goals through group activities. It will also help to achieve the group goal. They have similar goal, so the synergy is very important thing. So goal setting we should have some synergy, especially for the group members and the group worker, the agency. So here the group worker is obtaining a mentor. Especially everyone are working for the achieving their goal, and if we took this approach, most people would ask, what's in it for me? What are the kind of services? What are the kind of benefit for me through the group work practice? A mentor could be an expert who you take out for lunch once every month. Especially that means a synergy between a coach or a mentor and the group members. Especially something along those lines. So the key is very clear. The key factor is very clear. That means there are so many like-minded individuals to achieve the goal, and they're trying to motivate each other and work together for achieving their goal and for achieving the group goal. The mentor or a coach or group worker is helping them to help themselves. So here individual members are must aware of their strength and weaknesses to accomplish the goal. Finally, In a group, a mentor is very important thing. Mentor is a person uh, is who assists the group members to achieve their individual goals and group goal. At the end of the group work process, how you work and how motivated you stay in all dependent upon the mentor. So mentor is a very important thing. Okay. And the fourth stage is there are so many intervention strategies we can use, especially in the treatment type of group. We can use the gestalt therapy, especially in these matters are detailedly discussed in the specialization topics. Especially the worker aids the clients in learning how they prevent themselves from maturing. That means the gestalt therapy, here the chief aim of the worker to help the client to become aware of and accept responsibility. And we use a transaction analysis. We all know about the three ego state in transaction analysis. We can use the this method, especially this kind of methods in social group work practice, especially as a psychotherapy methods. Eric Berne, which will transaction analysis is propounded by the Eric Berne, which is a famous psychologist. Especially according to him, individuals are the product of the social processes, and they use the social processes, social interaction. If we can modify our social interaction, we can achieve our goal more smoothly. Especially individual can be made aware about the self-defeating, especially self-defeating behavior of their own. Through transaction analysis, we can analyze our own behavior in a group setting to prevent, especially these behaviors are preventing ourselves to achieve our goal. And once they are aware of their behavior, they can do something. Especially they can do something for changing their own behavior. Here we can use the transaction analysis method. And another model is a behavioral model. Especially according to this model, the group programs are implemented to alter the dysfunctional behavior of individual members and learn new style. The expertise of behavioral group therapists, especially group therapist is essential in assessing and devising a treatment plan for each individual member within the context of the group. Especially here the group worker calculates the specific elements of the disturbing behavior to be decreased or desired behavior to be developed. How we can disturbing behavior is decreased and desired behavior will be developed. Through this model we can use this technique. Other group members provide assistance and feedback concerning the progress throughout the various stages of the treatment process. These are the three important intervention strategies which we can directly apply in a group work setting, especially in the treatment group. Here there are so many facilitative interventions, especially gentle interventions like doing nothing, especially leaving the group to sort out the things themselves, using silence in some places, support to the individual and individual members, especially in the non-verbal and verbal contributions. Especially this empowers the individuals, especially support. We can provide support, clarifying the doubts, especially in terms of activities. We provide some program activities to the group members in the group work process. We should have some clarifications. There are some. This is the gentle interventions by the group worker. Another persuasive interventions. That means we have some persuasion about the group. Persuasive interventions include question to move the group. Especially we should know something about the group, especially we should we know their strength. Questions on where next, what is the next plan, what is your next plan, we can raise the questions, we can suggest the choices, suggesting some paths. We can share our ideas to the group members, suggesting an action. These are the persuasive intervention. So we can pull the group members to do something. Push, especially we can push the group members, not pulling, push the group members to do something for the betterment. Especially directive intervention. Next is directive intervention. In case of that, we can guide the group, choosing the right plan for the group, directing the group. We can direct the group members to do something. So there are some other type of clarifications, other type of interventions that includes clarifying and summarizing. That means we all know about the gentle intervention in clarification, especially summarizing the major points of the accomplishment for a discussion. Another thing is synthesizing and generalizing. That there are so many ideas of the group members. We can put together these ideas in a common theme. Another type of intervention is probing and questions, especially additional information. When the group needs additional information, additional ideas can be generated through some questions. Group members reflecting their feelings, especially in the group work process, providing support to the individual members by the group members itself. They provide some counseling, coaching, especially by the group worker also. And next is modeling. Here the managers have many responsibilities, especially social group worker have some more responsibilities. It is very important for the group members to learn how to make process intervention. Members should be encouraged. Members should be encouraged to take over the role of process intervention. So feedback is very essential thing. Feedback to work group can occur at meetings or individual after meetings. Especially feedback is very essential thing for a group work practice. Structural suggestions. Here the manager some suggestions about the work of the group members, their communication patterns. We can change the communication patterns of the group members giving the structural suggestions, the allocation of the work, what are the responsibilities are assigned for the group members, which line of authority is assigned. These are the structural. This can be changed by the structural suggestion by the group worker. And next is last phase is evaluation. In the evaluation phase, there are three types of evaluation: evaluation of the individual growth, evaluation of the group, and evaluation of the members' contribution to the group. Evaluation of the individual growth. Evaluation of the individual growth, evaluation of the group, and evaluation of the members' contributions of the group. These are the important things, important type of evaluation in the evaluation phase. Evaluation of the individual growth means group is we all know about the we are composing some individuals to the group. They become all the members of the group because they have some needs and desires. Their main objectives of the to fulfill these needs and desires in accordance with the prescribed rules and procedures of the group members. Group work. So the worker evaluates the presence of each member. He or she evaluates the level of participation in the group activities, and the worker evaluates the growth of their skills, methods of problem solving, their behavior modifications, their knowledge, what are the knowledge gained by the individual members through the group experiences. These are the factors should be evaluated by the group worker in an individual growth, evaluation of the individual growth. Evaluation of the group means, especially we should attain some goals. It is very essential for a group worker to evaluate the effects and growth of a group as a whole. Here the group worker evaluates the group organization, the social responsibility fulfilled by the group, maturity, how the maturity has been achieved as a group, and expertness has developed. Especially as a group, we can evaluate these things. And next part is evaluation. Part of evaluation is members' contribution to the group. Which are the contributions made by each individual members to the group process to attain the group goal, along with the attainment of their individual goals. These are the three important phases of evaluation. And next is these are the evaluation process in a group work practice: formulation of objectives, identification of criteria for growth and development of the individual and group, provision of program experiences, and these are the processes in an evaluation. It's a continuous process. In all the stages we can use the evaluation. Modification of objectives according to the needs and concerns of the members, keeping full records of individual and group behavior, that means review of the program content and method, that interpretation of the analytical data, whether the objectives are achieved, analysis of records. These are the important steps in evaluation. So the evaluation is a continuous process. We all know about these are the various stages of group work process. I think all of you know about the group work, various type of group work process, various stages of group work process. Hope you all understand. Thank you very much. We will see in the next class. We will see in the next video. Okay, thank you.